How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back to F1 24. And this time around, we're going to be doing the pre-season, or pre-season 2. It's been a little while since I last not only played this game, but also uploaded a video on it. And mainly because a lot of things I've been trying to get working, and I feel like I've been slowly getting them to work. So yeah, but you guys aren't really gonna see it as of right now, at least, of what I got. But yeah, I mean, we're when we jump into this next season, you guys are gonna see all the changes that I ended up making, which I hope a lot of you guys like. And we'll go through it as well. We'll do that. But yeah, so let's talk about the last time that we were playing F1. So the final race in Abu Dhabi, and we did everything right. We did everything right to go on and win. However, because of Russell and Leclerc DNFing in front of Max, it allowed Max to stay in fourth the rest of the race. And he ended up winning the championship by one singular point over us in the VCARB. It was a big heartbreak to see that, to know that we came that close to winning, and it just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. I thought we had it. I thought we did. I thought we had it to go out there and get the job done. However, it just didn't happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. If Max finished 5th and we still went on to win, we would have won by 1 point. And yeah, but we can't go back and change it. It happened, and it's gonna live in infamy pretty much for the rest of time, essentially, that we lost the championship by 1 point, which was just a gut-punching blow. Our teammate Ricardo ended up finishing 12th in the standings, which was pretty good. He was able to beat Albon. I wanted to be Stroll by the season's end, but he just wasn't able to. But he at least beat Albon, so I'll take it. And then 3 drivers and I scored points, which I'm shocked that out of the 3, 2 of them didn't score. Those 2 being Hulkenberg and Zhou Guanyu. It was kind of a given that Sargent wasn't going to score anything. Just didn't know how it was going to happen. But when it comes to Hulkenberg and Zhou, I thought they would have scored because their teammates did, and both of them got close so many times in the season that pretty much no matter what happened, they just weren't going to get it. So that's what ended up happening. Red Bull also walked away with the Constructors' Championship as well. So they ended up getting the double, with Max Verstappen winning the drivers and Red Bull winning the constructors. Ferrari secured a P2. We secured a P3 over McLaren, even though we tied, but we had better finishes than McLaren that got us to finish in 3rd. So the fact that we're now part of the best, like the top 3 teams, is crazy to me. And I said at the end of Abu Dhabi we were going to expand on it and do way better come season 2. I just didn't know how we were going to do it. And then you got Mercedes 5th, Aston 6th, Williams 7th, Alpine in 8th, Saubers in 9th, and the Haas F1 team last again with 1 singular point at the hands of Kevin Magnussen. I look at this like last stretch of races that we had, and I look at the last like 8, or rather the last 10 almost, or was the last 9? I think it's the last like 9 from Italy to Abu Dhabi. It's like the last 9 races. Out of those 9 races, we won 6 times, with us winning the final 3 races of the season. And like I said, it just wasn't. Something tells me that it just wasn't meant to be. But I feel like Brazil, in some ways, kind of was the determining factor on who would win the championship, kind of like how it was in real life. Because if Max didn't get that P1 in Brazil, we would have walked away with the championship after Qatar. You know what I mean? So it definitely would have happened. It definitely would have. and well, just didn't happen. But season 1, we grabbed 3 pole positions, 8 race wins, and 13 podium finishes. And I think we actually got the same amount of race wins as Max this season as well. I think. Or we got maybe like 1 more. Nope, we got 8. So both myself and Verstappen won 8 times this season, with Leclerc winning on 3 occasions and Lando winning on 3 occasions as well, and Sainz was the only other one that won a race this entire season. Yeah, just absolute insanity, absolute craziness. We had a lot of emotional wins, like the one in China, the one in Canada. We finally won a race in Monza without... We finally won a race without, I should rather say, we won a race without anything bad happening to us in Monza. And then Singapore, Mexico, and then the final 3 races of the season. Just best stretch of races I think I could have had. Best, just outstanding on my behalf. And R&D wise, this regulation change is definitely gonna hit certain teams, as for some reason Ricardo decided to get the wing mirrors to be developed. I don't know why. I think because it's the end of the season, it still might carry over because it's not done. If we have to adapt it, we'll do that. So we'll see. It says like in 8 days, which is, I think, the end of the season. It's like the end of the season. So, or is that what it is? I think that's what it is at least. February 14th. Okay, so they're just coming out on February 14th. That's fine. Like every other upgrade is, like the ERS and the Dragon electrical systems that Ricardo bought. But I'm also curious as to how much the aerodynamics will affect certain teams, because I think when we looked at it, yeah, like Aston Martin focused heavily on the aerodynamics, as did McLaren and as did Red Bull. Ferrari, not so much. Like, I think Ferrari down to Haas, with ourselves being in there, we just didn't focus on aerodynamics once the regulations kicked in. So once we found out that that's what the regulations were going to be. I don't know how many of those that they ended up buying. We'll see. But yeah, so I think now it's time to go to the contract event. So I'd rather stop wasting time and go to the contract event and see what kind of team we're gonna select for season 2. We're gonna stay with VCARB or go elsewhere. Let's find out. Okay. So this is the kicker. This is the big kicker. We got 8 wins in the VCARB, and Red Bull is not even an option for us. Wow. That's a shock to me. Like, we got the same amount of wins as Max, and Red Bull's not even an option. That's fucking crazy. I could have sworn that at the very least that we were going to have Red Bull, but no. We were not. Holy fuck, man. So yeah, the only options that we have are Williams, Alpine with Ocon, even though I'd much rather have Gasly, but okay. We could head back to VCARB, or we can go to Ferrari and partner up with our rival. The temptation to join Ferrari is there. But I made a promise that I would win at least one Drivers' Championship with VCARB. At least one. So I think for one more year, we're going to go to VCARB. And we're going to go try to win that fucking championship. So Continue with VCARB. Because I think it's just a better decision. Let me sit down and see what we got contract-wise. Oh yeah, so after the first season, now we can actually pick how many seasons we want with it. So if we stay for 3 seasons, which is all the way until the end of season 4, we get like 60% recognition just off of that alone. Renegotiation will be the 9th of December, so if I want to renegotiate, I could still do that. But I think I want to do 1 season, just because I think I only need 1 to win the championship come season's end. And it is getting a little harder to gain some RTG, so I'm going to take a big dip up here and go to 94. Try to hit that target come season's end, and I think we can, because we smashed it last time, so... And I think 85, yeah, 85 was the max that we could do at the time, so... They recommend 90, I'm going to go all the way to 94. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour my heart and soul into every single one of these motherfucking races to win this goddamn championship. I'm not even fucking joking with you. Signed. The contract has been signed. Target rating, 94. 1 more season with VCARB. Boom. I think she likes it. I like it. I like it a lot. So now that we've done that, we're gonna not look at the standings, we're not gonna look at the drivers market or whatever. We're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna advance through time and get to the end of the season, because we got a lot more to do. So we get the weekly resources for both myself and Ricardo. Wonder if there's any upgrades we should get, now that I think about it. We're still at VCARB. We are still with VCARB, and I think I'm going to maybe get a chassis upgrade before we hit, oh wow, suspension geometry? Ooh, I kind of want to save up for this. I think I might save up for the suspension geometry. Ooh, the temptation. Ooh, the temptation's there. Yeah, I'm gonna save up for the, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, you know what? That fucking chassis upgrade with the the suspension geometry, I want it. I'm gonna save up for it. But I think it's now time to finish season 1, and we're gonna figure out what we got for season 2. Oh, a little cutscene. Okay. I like that. That was actually pretty cool. But now we get to decide what we're going to do for season 2. Well, to top it all off, we beat Perez. Funnily enough, we beat Red Bull's second driver. And we still didn't even get an offer from Red Bull. That is fucking insane to me. Recognition. Here's with teams. We actually get a 1.47% bonus, or an extra 1.47% because we're adding on a second year with the team, so that'll be pretty good. And statistics, yeah, like I said, 8 wins, 3 poles, 414 points, second in the championship, 4 acolytes earned. We got a plus 15 on our driver rating over the course of the entire season, and we got a plus 11% on recognition. That's a big ass accomplishment, if I do say so myself. I'm not even lying. That's just huge. It's fucking huge. And now we get to this part. So, just to make it known to everybody, there's been a little bit of talks over the off season about what to do with the Formula 1 calendar. Well, it's safe to say that we're going to trim the races down from 24 to 16. I think that this is going to open a lot of doors for a lot of different races and stuff. So that's why we're gonna do this. So we're gonna figure out what racetracks we're gonna have on for the season. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna remove all of them, and we're just gonna go from the bottom, or we're just gonna go from the top all the way down to the bottom. So Bahrain is gonna start off the season, and then obviously we'll still have Jeddah and Australia. Japan will stay. China will not return. However, Miami will. Imola will. Monaco will. Canada will also return. Spain will return. Austria, yes. And Great Britain will also return. And then we have Belgium, because we all love Belgium. Dutch Grand Prix is going to take a season off. They'll be back for season 3. Monza will return, as will Baku. And Singapore will also take a year off. So it's going to be a little bit different not having Singapore on the schedule. COTA will make a return. Mexico is going to take a year off. And the season finale is going to be in Brazil. Actually, now that I think about it, we can have a little bit of a gap from Canada to Austria, just because why not? So, Spain, gonna go for a season. Spain will go. It'll be back on for season 3. Pretty much any track that's off is going to be back on for season 3. China, a little bit up in the air though. A little bit up in the air. Spain will. Hungary might. Netherlands will. Singapore will. Mexico will. Brazil will. Or the Brazilian Grand Prix is going to still be here. But now begs the question. Portugal, Las Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Out of those 4 final races, what should be the final race this season? Well, in my humble opinion, I think having a night race to end off the season is great, fantastic, love the idea. But also, I think we haven't been to Portugal in a minute. So, Portugal is ending the season. Las Vegas will take a year off, and it'll be back for next season. As will Qatar. And Abu Dhabi, just like China, is up in the air. These other races, though, that are in between, they're up in the air, but we'll decide and we'll figure out come next season what tracks will stay, what tracks won't stay, and what we're going to do. So, yeah, but the season will begin in Bahrain, and then it'll just continue on all the way to the new season finale in Portugal. Select a scenario? What? Put a twist on the usual rules of the R&D system. Only one R&D scenario can be active as a time. It can only be activated between seasons, but deactivated at any time. So we can have either high inflation, upgrades will become more expensive the more you develop. Powertrain only, or powertrain upgrade components can be purchased. All of the departments will have their fitted upgrades removed. Only aerodynamic upgrades, chassis only, or durability only. There's no chip storage or minor upgrades or balancing out the field. Which is interesting that the balancing out the field one's pretty interesting. The team currently tops the performance charts for car remove 1 upgrade at random each race weekend. That's fucking crazy. I think to put an even bigger twist, we're gonna have high inflation. Because in all honesty, who doesn't love high inflation? Americans don't like it, but I mean, maybe there's other people that do. I don't know. And now we are back home once again to begin season 2, or supposedly beginning season 2. Got our lovely little home. In all honesty, this is probably set in Monaco, but we're definitely on the outskirts of Coda. All the upgrades have come in. So that's what we got. Driver moves. Oh my fucking lord. Yuki Tsunoda goes to Ferrari, replacing Sainz. And Sainz is our teammate. Ricardo is no longer driving this season. Holy fuck. That is not at all what I thought was gonna happen. Sainz is our teammate. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Ricardo's gone. They really did my boy dirty like that. And then there's Yuki in Ferrari colors. That's gonna take some getting used to. Holy shit. That is the biggest shock of the offseason. Tsunoda to Ferrari. And Sainz as our teammate. For this season. Oh, and there was I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that the fucking aerodynamics was gonna do something, and guess what? It hit Ferrari, McLaren, and Aston Martin. We're now the 3rd best team. We didn't even get the wing mirrors in. That didn't even come in. Motherfucker. Yeah, we're now the 4th best. I guess Ferrari and Mercedes got hit pretty good with it. We didn't. Yeah. Holy shit. 1900? 1500? This isn't even a thing anymore because we don't even have 60% recognition because Sainz is our fucking teammate. Holy shit. I'm gonna need more fucking resource points. I'm just gonna say that right now. Can I hold on? Wait, hold on. Team, can I get more resource points or something like that, please? I can? Okay, thank you. Okay, so because of high inflation, the team has given me increased resource points just like Sainz. So yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a season, I can already fucking tell you. Yeah, Carlos Sainz is our teammate. I did not think that was gonna happen. Wow. Tsunoda's at least back on the grid, and in all honesty, Tsunoda deserves the Ferrari drive so much more. Yeah. This season is gonna get crazy. We're coming in at a full head of steam. The thing is, though, is Red Bull is also like super fucking quick. It's still gonna be super fucking quick. So don't expect them to be going away anytime sooner or fucking later. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, so absolute scenes here in the Formula 1 game. But yeah, I guess now it's time to advance their time so we can get to the season grid. And there's our weekly resources, you know, getting higher,
okay,
which
mate,
is good.
I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issues, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
The grid for season 2, so I think it's about time that we go on ahead and see what the grid will look like for the season. gonna take a little bit getting used to seeing Science as my teammate and Yuki now driving for Ferrari. Yeah, and just as a little heads up, one of the things I was trying to do was I wanted to mod some of the cars to have some different liveries. However, none of them were working, so I kind of just gave up on it. So we're gonna have pretty much the 2024 cars and all that sort of stuff, and hopefully you guys don't mind it. I did try. It's not like I didn't. But yeah, just none of them wanted to work the ways I was trying to get them to work was just not happening, and I was just getting frustrated. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I just won't mod different liveries in anymore, because it just seems like I can't do it, but everyone else can. So, but hopefully in the future, maybe I can figure it out and try to do it the correct way, and not have anything break on me. But yeah, so I pretty much will do it for this episode. I mean, we'll go ahead, advance through time, get the weekly resources and running costs for both myself and Science. And because of high inflation, both me and Science get more. So this is gonna be one hell of a season, to say the least. But yeah, Science is already looking at wanting to develop over on the aerodynamic side of things, which is pretty cool. I definitely want to try to get back up to 60 recognition so I can get that chassis upgrade. I do want to focus on chassis a lot this season. It's just they're so expensive. Just all of them are. I think development-wise, when it comes to engine, I don't think we're going to have to focus on engine as often this season. Chassis we're going to have to focus on this season. And aerodynamics we can kind of just do whenever we get the chance, pretty much, to go on ahead and do it. So yeah, and let's see, where am I at? There was a way to see where I was. Was it there we go, recognition. Yeah, so because Signs joined, I lost 6% recognition, which is crazy. Just absolutely fucking insane. That we lost 6 recognition to Science. And Science is going to be a pain to race this season, so we're going to do the best we can pretty much to try to beat him. But now the season's pretty much all set. We're all ready to go. So next time you guys will see me, we're going to be down in Bahrain, and we're going to start season 2. And hopefully y'all are ready and excited for it just as much as I am. So thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down. I cannot say notification bell. And hit that notification bell down below for some more. Next race, or the race that we go to, first race of the season, first race of season 2 is in Bahrain. We don't normally do well in Bahrain with it being the first race of the season. But hopefully we will, and hopefully we'll get a good finish out of it. We're going to try to aim for the championship this season, so a lot of races, they may favor me, but they also favor the AI in a lot of ways. So we'll just kind of have to see how it all goes, but we'll see how Bahrain ends up for us. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. I love y'all. And I'll see you guys at the start of Bahrain next time out. Later.